Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the October 2020 meeting of the Austin Ukulele Society. I'm really glad you're there. Welcome to our living room, and we're going to have a lot of fun tonight, playing some of our familiar songs, our opening and closing songs, and then also learning a new to us song in just a few minutes. Before we get started, just want to introduce Jen Richardson, who is on the line managing the live chat. So if you would please just say hello and let us know where you're watching from. Also, if you have any questions as we go through the tutorial and the exercises I have for our new song, you can go ahead and post those and ask Jen, and if she's able to, she can relay that to my wife Lyda, who's sitting right here with me, and I can get the question hopefully answered for you in a timely way. There's a little bit of a time lag. I'm a few seconds in the future from you, so be patient if you do ask a question, but please do say hello to Jen. Let us know where you're watching from, and let us know if you're a first-timer as well, and welcome to you. Thank you so much, Jen. It makes these meetings seem like a lot more of a live meeting by having you on the line answering questions and responding to chats. I can't see them, but it's nice to know that they're out there, so thank you, Jen. Also want to point out, I have a little guest here. I don't know if you can see him behind me, but we have Chico here. Chico is actually Jen's little Chihuahua pup. We get to babysit Chico. There he is. He popped his head up when he heard his name. Chico is Jen's little dog, and we are dog sitting for the weekend. So please welcome Chico. He'll be providing backup support. I don't know if he'll join in singing when we get to that part, but there he is, pointing him out. All right. A few really quick announcements. The Little Rev Workshop. Thanks so much to everyone who joined the Little Rev Workshop 2 weeks ago on Friday night, September 25th. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I hope y'all did too if you were able to join in. The recording of that video, the workshop and the concert are still on our YouTube channel, but they will be coming down at Rev's request on Saturday morning. So he asked us to leave the video and the handout for the workshop up for 2 weeks. So I'm going to leave those up until Saturday. So if you would still like to watch Little Rev's workshop and have his handout and watch his concert, and I highly recommend the whole thing. It's just fantastic. But if you'd like to see that, don't do it right now, not right now. But after our meeting tonight or sometime tomorrow, take a look at that. And it's never too late to tip Lil Rev. You'll see on the screen there that his PayPal and his other the other means, Vimeo, Venmo and snail mail if you'd like to send a check to him. So it's never too late to support our musician friend Lil Rev. But do take a look at his workshop and his concert. It's really terrific. And again, the handout is available until Saturday. Wanted to point out, I'm wearing one of my Austin Ukulele Society t-shirts. As those of you who are familiar with our history, we come out with a new t-shirt design every fall in time for the Christmas season. And this year's going to be special because it's going to be our 10th anniversary t-shirt. So my wife Lyda is the one who designs those shirts every year, and she is working away on the new design. And I'm hopeful that at our November meeting on November 12th, we will have those new t-shirts available, and I'll be able to show them off, and you'll be able to order them. So just something to keep in mind. November 12th, again, is our next meeting, and traditionally that's when we do a holiday theme song. So be prepared for that. That way you can get learned up on it and practice it and have it in your holiday playlist when it comes time to play at your whatever gatherings or virtual gatherings that you're going to be doing during the holiday season. As we've done in previous virtual meetings, I'd like to ask if you could take a selfie of yourself. Take a snapshot, or have somebody who's there in the house with you. Take a snapshot of yourself and send it over to us. I like to create a collage of the various photographs that people send to us, and I post it on our website, I post it on our Facebook page, and again, for me, since I don't get to see you all, it helps for me to create the sense of this actually being a live gathering where we're all together. So please do take a selfie. If you're wearing a Halloween costume, and I know usually at our October meeting people do wear costumes if you've seen some of our videos and photos from earlier meetings. If you're wearing a costume, so much the better. But please do, again, take a selfie, submit a photo. We will be again working on, and Marty Porter is our producer for these videos. We will be doing another group video of tonight's featured song. So if you are interested in participating in that, let me just flash up. Oh, here we go. Our email address here. So if you have a selfie and you've taken a photo of yourself, you can attach it and send it to this email address, austinukes@gmail.com. If you would like to participate in this month's featured video of our upcoming song, Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots, also just send an email to this email address and let us know of your interest. And mid next week, you'll get an email from Jen with instructions on where to get a copy of my video that you can download, where you can get instructions about how to shoot the video, some tips, as well as where you can upload your finished video. So I hope you will consider that. It's a fun song, and I think you'll find that it's really quite accessible and playable. We will be premiering tonight, at the end of tonight's broadcast, after we play On the Road Again, we will be premiering our featured song from last month, Can't Fight This Feeling. Marty Porter has put together a fantastic video. I understand Paul Butler put in some work on this as well, helping Marty out, so I want to acknowledge that. But it's really terrific. So many people signed up for to participate in the group video. When I listen to it, it really creates the impression of, being back at our in-person meetings. I can almost close my eyes and think, wow, that's a real crowd. And can almost imagine that everybody was together in the same room playing. So stay tuned for that. That'll be at the end after we play On the Road Again. World premiere of our group collaborative video of Can't Fight This Feeling. And I hope you'll consider doing a contribution for the collaborative group video for this month's song. Do want to ask, wouldn't be a YouTube event without asking if you would consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Very pleased, just this very day, we got our 4,000th subscriber on our channel. Really extraordinary. Just really proud of our group and how we've grown over the years. But if you it doesn't cost anything, and I'm not bending any arms. It's not a requirement. But if you do subscribe, you will get a notification of future upcoming events, such as our next Austin Ukulele Society virtual meeting, workshops, concerts, fundraise, and other events that we do from time to time. So if you get a chance and would like to, please do subscribe to our channel. And I think those are all of the announcements that I have. I do want to ask also, to help support our local Austin musicians, go to austinukulelesociety.com and check out the events page. And you will see there a list of local Austin performers who feature the ukulele in their acts. And if you click on those links, you can find out about upcoming online or virtual events that those artists are participating in. So do check them out and see if some of your favorite local Austin folks are performing around town or broadcasting from their homes. I know there are a few places that are doing some limited live shows in the area, so do check that out. As far as the agenda goes, we always warm up with Three Little Birds. We're going to learn a new song this evening I'm real excited about. We usually in October do something funky, creepy, silly to celebrate the holiday season. This year is no exception. I've loved this song for years. Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots. A lot of people responded to the invite that they really, really loved the song too, and I was glad to see that. And also a lot of people who said they hadn't ever heard it before, but they're willing to learn it. And I applaud you for that. I think you'll find that that's a really fun song to play. I really imagine us being together and kind of singing out in 3-part harmony the chorus. And who knows, maybe down the road we'll get a chance to do it together. I will do a breakdown of the song into its component parts. We're going to look at strums. And this song is rich in different kinds of strums. And so we're going to take a look at some of the different strumming patterns that appear in this song. We're going to look at a little finger picking pattern that works really well in the verses of this song. And in fact, it's one of the picking patterns, finger picking patterns, that Little Rev talked about in his workshop. So we're going to revisit that when we get to the song. And then there's some other little picking ornamentation that I hope we'll have time to get to as we go along. Then we'll wrap up the evening with our closeout song, On the Road Again. We always end with that. So let's make some music together. Let's play a song together. Let me switch over to my view here where I've got my PowerPoint presentation here to my right. I've got the bob cam here where you'll see me strumming and singing, and also the strum cam down here where you can have a better look at my left and right hand to see how I'm making the chords and to see how I am doing my strum or other kind of picking patterns. So this is the song we have started Austin Ukulele Society meetings from the very beginning, almost 10 years ago now, in January of 2011. Nice, simple, slow, 4-chord song that allows us to limber up our fingers and warm up our voices and remind ourselves that every little thing is going to be all right, because it is. All right? So the way we start this song is we just strum on C. You can just follow my lead. And when I sense that we're all together on the same page, I'll count us in and we'll begin the song. So about like so. Here we go. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. To C7, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Here we are at the verse. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds sit by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Let's do the verse again. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds sit by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. 'Cause every little thing, you know it. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. One more time, slow it down. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Yes, very good. Nice. Yes, a round of applause is justified. Nicely done. Nicely done, and I can tell. Sounds terrific. All right. All right. Let's switch over to our featured song. So let me just close this out and open up our next song. All right. Here we go. Whoops. Opened up the wrong one. Sorry.
Says your C7 diagram is wrong.
Ah. Did I have my chord diagram wrong on my previous song? Please leave a note if I did, and I will make sure I do a correction on that. Apologies for that. I did a quick update on that PowerPoint presentation, so if I've introduced an error, please do let me know. I'm happy to fix it. All right. Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots, The Flaming Lips from 2002. A really fun song to play. I did not know until I started working on this arrangement that the Flaming Lips are from Oklahoma City. So hats off to our neighbors to the north over the Red River. Also didn't know that for a brief time, the Flaming Lips song, it's from this very same album called Do You Realize, was the official rock song of the state of Oklahoma. Only for a short time, but I didn't know that Oklahoma had an official rock song, much less that it was a Flaming Lips song from the Yoshimi album. So there you go. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go through the song and play it for you one time so that you get a sense of the arrangement, and then we're going to circle back and we're going to break it down and look at the strumming patterns that are involved. And I've got a couple of different approaches. So there's kind of the full-blown approach if you're an experienced drummer, but I also have some simpler approaches for doing the strums and some suggestions. We're going to take a look at the chords and the chord progressions, and so that we can break it down and take a look at how they organize themselves and how we move from one chord to the next. Then we'll take a look at a finger picking pattern, and we'll put it all together again and then play through it. Did I, in fact, get the C7 chord incorrect, Lida? Yeah. Okay. Did I get the C7 chord?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what he said was the problem.
All right. I'll take a look at that. All right. So let's play through this song. Lida, if you would take the helm. And again, there's a lot of interesting strumming patterns on this song, but don't let that alarm you. Again, there's always a simpler way to approach these. This song has got just one of the most iconic intros because it's all nothing but different strum patterns. So here we go. Let's go ahead and go to the first page. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and... Her name is Yoshimi. She's a black belt in karate, hey, hey. Working for the city. She has to discipline her body, 'cause she knows that It's demanding to defeat those evil machines. I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me. But you won't let those robots eat me, Yoshimi. They don't believe me. But you won't let those robots eat me. Those evil-natured robots, they're programmed to destroy us. She's gotta be strong to fight them. So she's taking lots of vitamins. 'Cause she knows that it'd be tragic if those evil robots win. I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me. But you won't let those robots defeat me, Yoshimi. They don't believe me. But you won't let those robots eat me, Yoshimi. Hey, hey. Cause she knows that it'd be tragic if those evil robots win. I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me. But you won't let those robots eat me, Yoshimi. They don't believe me. But you won't let those robots defeat me, Yoshimi. 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah. So there we go. That's the song. I hope you like it. There's a little instrumental part in there, and since I can't strum and just play the picking part at the same time, I'm just going to hum it. So you can feel free to do that as well. It's something I generally recommend. If there's a picking part and you just want to strum, just go ahead and sing that picking part. So, all right. Oops. Switch to my strum cam. So let's go ahead and go through the practice exercises for how we play this song. Now, a couple things I want to point out is, first of all, we have this thing called a vocal rest, and I use a little apostrophe there to indicate a place where we may start playing a chord, but we don't actually come in singing for a beat or two. So, for example, if we look at the first couple of lines of the verse, you see there that I've got a couple of those marks here that indicate we are going to pause for a couple of beats. So for example, 1, 2. Her name is Yoshimi. 1, 2. She's a black belt in karate. So just to give you that sense, and again, that's kind of when we're playing as a group, I like to put those things in there because it's a signal to us that even though we're playing a chord, we're not actually starting the singing right at the beginning of the chord. It comes a little bit after. The next thing, just to point out real quickly, is what I like to call a hold, and there's a few of these in this song, where we strum the chord, and just let those notes ring out. So we may be strumming along, and then we just strum the chord, and we let those notes ring out until there's an indication in the song sheet that it's time to pick the strum back up again. So there are a few of those in this song. I left stop on here, even though there aren't any stops in this song. It's too gentle and easygoing a song for stops, but I put it in there as a contrast, just so you can see the difference. A stop would be when we strum the chord once, but then we immediately mute the string. So for example, this would be a hold on a C chord, and this would be a stop, where we just play the chord once, and then we mute it with our hand. But we don't have any of those. We just have holds in this song in a few places. So we've already gone through that. So let's take a look at the general strum pattern that is used throughout the song, except for the intro, because there's some interesting things going on in the intro. Now, I do want to point out that if you prefer, you can just do this strum that I've got here, which is actually the first part. Now, this is an interesting strum pattern because it's actually an 8-beat strum pattern. That is, most of the strum patterns we do repeat every 4, so it'll be 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this one changes so that it is actually 8 beats long, which is a little more challenging. And we'll take a look at that. We'll break it down. But if you would prefer, you can always just play the first part of that 8-beat strum pattern. And it looks like this, that's on the screen. And it just goes like this. Down, down, up, down, down, up. Just like that. Let's do that together, since that is the first part of our more complicated strum pattern. So again, I'll do it really slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay? Let's just continue doing that. So down, down, up, 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 down, down, up. Now you can use the tips of your fingers. You can use the fleshy part of your thumb and your thumbnail. The key part is to just keep your hand moving in this up and down motion. What changes is not the fact that our hand is in motion. What changes is whether or not our fingers or our thumb comes in contact with the strings. And that's why, for instance, I have this little shaded up, because in that particular case, on the up strum, we're not touching the strings. It's down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay? Makes sense? Now, if you would still like to try something a little bit more simplified than that, you can simply do 2 strums, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you would like to even simplify that further, and I know sometimes folks who are new to chords and using their chord hand and changing quickly would like to have a little bit more time to get their fingers in the proper position. And so to give yourself that little more time, you can simply just do 1 strum per chord. You can simply do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. Okay? And nothing to worry about there. We all start, actually that's where most of us start, is exactly there with that 1 strum per chord, to give yourself time to get your fingers in position. Let's take a look at the longer form strum pattern. And this is what the acoustic guitar player in the Flaming Lips is doing throughout the song. So again, we've already looked at part 1, so I've got part 1 right here. We've already looked at it. Let's play it again real quick. So again, it's down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up. Okay? So let's do that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, 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 down, down, up. Very good. Now, the second part of that is really interesting because the first down strum is not voiced, right? We're moving our hand down and then, so it's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, Get that? So let me play it again. Maybe slow it down a little. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Get it? Up, down, up, down, up, down. 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 Make sense? Let's try it again together. Again, maybe I can slow it down just a little bit. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. 1, up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, very good. Let's put those two together in this more lengthy strum pattern. So let me demonstrate what that sounds like for you. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Let me play it one more time for you. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Cool. Let's try that together. And if that's challenging for you, no worries. I leave these, this exercise, this video program, this tutorial, I leave it up on the Austin Ukulele Society YouTube channel. These exercises will also be uploaded sometime tomorrow, so you'll be able to look at these. You can even slow down the video on YouTube if you'd like to. So if this is challenging, I encourage you to push yourself to the point of frustration, but no further. The point is to have fun, but also to learn something new. So let's try this again. I'll count us in slowly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. So that's it. So give it a try. This little diagram is also in the handout that kind of demonstrates this. So if you have that handy, that'll be helpful to you. But again, if that is going to be a frustration or a challenge for you, no problem just doing the first part, the down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. That strum, by the way, is the very same strum pattern that we used in last month's song, Can't Fight This Feeling. It was down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. So we're kind of repurposing it and then adding in a little bit of extra flair to the end of it. But if you want to play that strum pattern throughout the song, totally fine. 2 strums per chord or even just 1 strum per chord, totally fine as well. Everything okay on the chat? Good. All right. Let's take a look at the chords. So these are all the chords, some of which we have played. We played in our first song, the F and the C we've played before. A minor, we've done this in many of our songs. Our middle finger, generally 2nd fret of our G string. G minor, generally played with the middle finger. So let me bring this down. Middle finger on the C string, 2nd fret. Our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and our index finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, our G minor. Now, I want to take a look specifically at at B flat and B flat major. Just because I know those are chords that a lot of people feel challenged by, and they're just chords that you just can't avoid because they just appear everywhere. So here's a little exercise I'd like to share with you and something to practice maybe as homework. Yes?
There was a question. If
Yes.
you're only strumming 1, 2, 3, 4, skip the 1 on the second time.
Yes. So the question is, if they're only strumming the down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, it would make, the question was, should they not play the 1 on that? And I would say in this setting, don't worry about it. If you are able to do that, yes. So instead of down, down, up, so something like that where you skip that downbeat on the 1 of the second part of that strum pattern, yes. But again, If that's not comfortable for you, don't worry about it and just play the down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Even if we were in a large group, that strum pattern would still work, as long as there were some people not playing. So there was a little sound differential between the full strum of everybody strumming and some not. So not to worry about that. Okay, so let's take a look at the B flat major 7 chord. Looks like so. I've got my ring finger on the 3rd fret of my G string, my middle finger on the 2nd fret of my C string, index finger on the 1st fret of my E string, and the A string has nothing on it at all. It's completely open. Yeah, and I have to say this is like my favorite ukulele chord. I just love it. It just sounds so shimmery and ethereal. I really like it a lot. And this is a shape that's really, really good to learn because this same configuration, if I play it over here, it becomes an E minor chord. So it's the same organization of fingers, just placed in a different spot. But that takes us off the subject. Coming back to the subject at hand, play that B flat major 7 chord. Now, as a next step, take your index finger and lay it down so that the pad of that finger is crossing on the 1st fret of both the E string and the A string. And that gets you your B flat. Now, a lot of people, again, kind of struggle with that, having to hold down 2 strings simultaneously. But I do think it's a really good exercise to do this B flat major 7 to B flat, to B flat major 7, to B flat, to B flat major 7, to B flat, to do that back and forth to get yourself comfortable with having your finger in that position. So let's kind of just do that together, where we're doing a B flat major 7, and then we're laying our index finger down to make that B flat. B flat major 7, lay it down, B flat. Let me just zoom in a little bit on the strum cam. B flat major 7, laying my finger down, B flat. B flat major 7, lay that finger down, B flat. Make sense? It's a really good practice, and I would just recommend some evening when don't have much to occupy your attention, maybe you're watching a show on TV, to just sit there and I think it's a really good way to get your fingers used to the idea of playing that chord change and getting comfortable with that position of the B flat. One step further, if you wanted to try this is a little bit more advanced, but I think is also a really good homework assignment. We start with the same thing. We start with this B flat major 7. We lay our index finger down to create the B flat. And then we move this whole configuration, we move it up 1 fret, 2 frets, and play the same thing, right? So let me do that again. B flat major 7, B flat major 7, lay the index finger down across the first 2 frets of the E and A string. That's our B flat, and then shift that whole thing 1, 2 frets up, and that's a C chord. A different configuration of a C chord, different than our normal C chord, but it is in fact a C chord. And if you'll notice in the intro to the song, it's a really handy thing to be able to move that configuration around. And in fact, this is often called a movable chord because all of the strings are held down. We can move that configuration up the neck. So for example, this is a B flat. If I move up 1 fret, that becomes a B, that becomes a C, C sharp, D, D sharp or E flat, E, etc. And we can just do that as much as you can stand it. So that B flat shape is really, really, really handy. And if you can master that and get that in your back pocket, it opens up a world of other possibilities for you. So try this exercise on your own, this B flat major to B flat to C, and then back down to B flat and back to B flat major. Okay? I hope that's helpful to you. Certainly is to me. It's something I've done a million times, at least. Something like that. Okay. All right, moving on. Let's look at our first chord progression in this song. And each one of these boxes is intended to represent 4 beats. Okay? So we have 4 beats on F, again on F. So there's our 8-beat strum pattern. And then we go to the same thing on an A minor. Then again, the same thing on a B flat. And then a C. And again, if you want to do just 1 strum per chord or 2 per chord, you're free to do that. But this is a classic chord progression, by the way. You will see this in dozens and dozens of songs, of pop songs. It's probably not the most popular, the most famous chord progression, but it's up there. There's a lot of songs, and one of the things I like about, when I'm picking songs is songs that when you learn that one song, you kind of automatically have learned a bunch of other songs. So for example, we've got she had fun, fun, fun till her daddy took the T-bird away. Or I started a joke that started the whole world crying. Same chord progression. Or I remember when Rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun, holding hands and skipping stones, blah, blah, blah. Or every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you. Anyway, there's a dozen other, or more, probably several dozen songs that use that. Learning this song automatically opens the door for a bunch of other songs. So, classic chord progression. Let's play this together. We can do it kind of on the slowish side. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and F. Again, F, A minor, B flat, C, again F, A minor, yeah, very good. Question? I'm being handed a question.
How to get a clean sound on the B flat chord?
Okay, so that's an excellent question. The question was how to get a clean sound on the B flat. And I think the answer to that, well, there's a couple of answers. One is practice, practice, practice. But I think probably the trick, if there is a trick to it, is this formulation of getting the pad of your finger flat across both of those strings as close as you can to the first fret while not actually touching that first fret. So that really is the challenge. Sometimes people like to use the side of their finger. I personally don't do that, but it's a matter of pressing down really, really firmly with the pad of that index finger across both of the strings. You'll notice my fingernail of that finger is straight up. So what's touching the strings is not my fingertip, it's the pad of that finger that's hitting both of those strings and getting a good firm grasp on that. And really that's just a matter of practice and getting the sense that I've got both of those strings. And a good way to check that out, a good self-test on the B flat chord, is to strum each string individually. So that, for example, if I were to do, I'm getting good contact. On the other hand, if you heard something like this, I'm not getting a good sound on that. So just something to kind of check yourself on rather than strumming, because sometimes your strumming can hide the fact that you're not getting good contact on that first fret. So I hope that's helpful. let's take a look at the next. Let me know if that didn't answer your question well enough. All right, so here we are back to the next chord progression, and again it's 4 beats per chord, with the exception of the F and the A minor you see there. So we have B flat, C, F, A minor, B flat major 7. Now, and what I do on that F and the A minor, since that 8-beat strum pattern is being split across 2 chords, I just start the strum over again, right? So again, it's B flat, C, F, A minor, and you see how on that F, A minor, I basically just did that more simplified 4-beat strum pattern for those 2 chords. That's perfectly fine. Okay. One of the things you might notice is when I'm playing that 8-beat pattern, I'm often muting that. You remember we have like the 1. Somebody asked a question about the 1 on the second half of that 4-beat strum pattern is silent, and sometimes I'll actually kind of lay my hand across the strings to mute it. So for example, on an F chord, it might be, and do you hear that? And I'm just kind of, it's just to help, it helps articulate that that's a silent strum. I don't know, I kind of think of it as, well, we all know what like a chunk is, or a chuck, you know, where we, this is kind of the reverse of that, where we're chucking on the up strum, if that makes sense, the preceding up strum. So I refer to it as an up chuck. So yes, so that's something that you can do to articulate, and it's the difference between this, and see if you can hear the difference. And I'm just playing an F chord. So if I don't do that up chuck, it sounds like so. Again, as opposed to this when I'm going to do that little mute. Do you hear the difference there? And really all I'm doing is on the, immediately after the up strum of the preceding 1, that is the silent downstroke, I'm just kind of catching the strings with the side of my hand and just muting them. It's not a requirement, it's just something I kind of do habitually since it helps articulate part 1 and part 2 of that longer strum pattern, if that makes sense.
I'd like to do the strum again with the slower.
Okay, so the request was to do this progression again with a slower strum. So let's do that. Let's do this together. So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and B flat, C, F, A minor, B flat major 7. Okay, let's try it one more time at that speed. Was there another question?
Can you confirm that barring is acceptable alternative?
Oh, on the B flat, I assume. So the question was, is barring accessible or acceptable on the B flat? Absolutely, absolutely. So there is another way to play the B flat, which some people prefer to do. I didn't take the time to point that out, but let me just show that to you. Basically, what you can do is put your index finger all the way across all 4 strings, and then lay down your middle finger on the 2nd fret of your C string and your ring finger on the 3rd fret. Let me get my pinky out of the way. On the 3rd fret of the G string. So it's the same sound, but you'll notice that my index finger, instead of being here, is all the way across. Here to all the way across. The main I guess a reason I didn't include that in this little tutorial is because we're there's a B flat and the B flat major, although they don't come necessarily back to back. So absolutely, barring is permitted. There are no holds barred, no grips barred in this presentation. So feel free to bar that B flat if you'd like to. Let's do this chord progression one more time at a slow pace. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and B, C, F, A minor, B flat major 7. Let's do it a couple of times through at that speed, okay? So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C, F, A minor, B flat major 7. Again, let's try it again. And B flat, C, F, A minor, B flat major 7. Very good. All right, let's move on to the next. And interestingly, this entire song has only 3 chord progressions in it. So we're on the third of 3. You already know 80% of the song. Well, you know the strum pattern and 2 of the 3 chord progressions. So this one is very, very similar to the verse, except that it introduces a G minor before you go to the B flat. So it sounds like this. F, A minor, G minor, B flat. Yeah, and you'll notice the B flat and the C kind of share that 8 beats, but I'm just starting the strum pattern over again. So it's dum, 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 like so. So let's try that together. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and F, G minor, B flat, C. Let's do it again. F, G minor, B flat, C. Let's do it again. F, A minor, G minor, B flat, C. And also I'll point out on that B flat to C, remember the exercise that I pointed out a little bit earlier where we go from B flat and then just raise that whole finger positioning up 2 frets? So you could do that. Yeah. So this is the chord progression that appears in both the intro and in all of the verses. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me, but you won't let those robots eat me, etc., etc. So let's move on. If there are questions about that, please let me know. What I'd like to do is point out a really nice little finger picking pattern that you could experiment with. I'm going to switch over to my high G ukulele. You'll notice I've been playing this song so far with starting from my high string. My low G, I'm going to switch over to a different ukulele. So this is a high G. Yeah, or if I go the other way, my dog has fleas. Just because this picking pattern sounds, I think, nicer in the high G configuration. And again, this is one of the finger picking patterns that Rev talked about when he was doing his workshop a couple of weeks ago. Lil Rev challenged me at the time to incorporate one of the picking patterns from his workshop into one of our songs, and so challenge accepted. And here we are with this. This is a really straightforward finger picking pattern. It's something, again, you may not get it all in one go this evening, but I encourage you to give it a shot and then practice it afterwards. You'll find it's very useful in a lot of different songs. It's really straightforward because the only digits we are going to use are our thumb and our index finger. We're going to use our thumb and our index finger. And here is the picking pattern here. And Rev referred to this, Little Rev called this, and I think rightly so, an alternating thumb picking pattern. Because what we're going to do is like so. So let me lean into the strum cam so you can see it. Is we're going to do thumb, index, index. So thumb on the G string. Let me just play it. I'm going to play a C chord. So open thumb on the G string, and then pick with my index finger on the E string, pluck with my thumb on the C string, and then pluck again with my index finger on the E string, same string. So again, it's thumb, index, 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 thumb, index. Yeah. So, and basically what we do is we play the different chords. This sounds really nice, and if you've seen the little demo video that I've done, I'm actually doing this picking pattern during the verses. I have a clone of me appear briefly to kind of demonstrate it on the screen. I don't stay on very long doing that, but I am playing off screen that picking pattern back and forth between thumb, index finger. And the chords that are played are an F. So again, here we go with an F chord, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index. And then we go to an A minor, same picking pattern, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index, B flat, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index, and then C, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index. And you may ask, well, Bob, I noticed when you're playing that C chord, you don't have any fingers on the fretboard. Well, that's because I'm not playing this string at all in this picking pattern. I'm only playing these three strings. So when I'm playing that C chord, I'm sorry. Right? The interesting thing too is when I'm playing that B flat, I'm not actually having to play a real B flat. I can just play that B flat major 7 because I'm not touching this A string at all. So that B flat chord can be just a partial chord. And then to C. So that's kind of fun. You can finger pick a C chord without having anything going on with your fretting hand. So let's take a look at that real quickly for the verse pattern. And this is the whole verse. I just played it, but let's go through it again real quickly. Okay, so we start out with an F, and we're going to go really super slow on this. Or as we're going to do it in turtle time, as Lil Rev would have said. All right, so here we go. We're going to go basically 1, 2, 3, 4, F. Let me slow it down even further. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and F. F, A minor, B flat, C, again, F, A minor, B flat, C. One more time. Her name is Yoshimi. She's She's a black belt in karate, working for the city. She has to discipline her body. Yeah, so something to try. And if you'd like to fingerpick, you can actually do that through the entire song if you would prefer. But it's a good exercise. Yes, was there a question?
Is there a reason why not to give every string its own finger? She thinks it's easier than jumping across the strings. Sabine.
Sabina, yes. So the question was, is there a reason for moving the thumb back and forth between these two strings? You certainly can play it the way you suggest, where I assign each one of my fingers to a particular string and just do. So you notice my thumb is not moving. I've simply assigned these fingers. My thumb is playing the G string always. My index finger is playing the C string always. And my middle finger is playing the E string always. It's another way to play that very same strum. So Sabina, if you would prefer to play it that way, that's absolutely fine. I wanted to show it in this form, though, with the alternating thumb, just because that's a really good practice exercise. There are other strums that involve that alternating thumb, the thumb dropping between the G string and the C string and then back up and then dropping down. So it's a good practice exercise to get used to manipulating the thumb in that way. This is the simplest kind of strum that uses that drop thumb approach, but there is no reason, if you find it easier to play the other, no reason not to play. Absolutely, totally fine. I hadn't really thought of that, to be honest. But if you'd like to try it the other way, just give it a try. You might like it. Okay? So, thank you for the question, Sabina. Danke. All right. So, we kind of went through that. All right. So, let's look at the intro strum patterns. I guess I'll just keep this uke for the moment. Now, during the intro, there are chords, and what I'm showing here is the tablature for those strums. So don't let that alarm you. If you're not familiar with tab or tablature, what these lines indicate, these lines here, indicate the 4 strings of the ukulele. So this is the G string, C, E, A. Okay, so from bottom to top, G, C, E, A. And the numbers indicate the fret at which your fingers are placed on that particular string, right? So if we look at the very, very first finger pattern that's here, we see we've got on our A string, we've got a 2, so we're playing on the 2nd fret. The C string is open because it's 0. The next string is 1, and the top is open. And that, in fact, is our familiar F chord. And I've added in here these little notations to indicate the down and up of the strum. Now you'll recognize this part of the very first strum because that's part of the strum that we've been doing all along. It's the first part of that 8-bit strum pattern. Now, if you would prefer, and if we were in a group, I would encourage a bunch of people to simply do a hold on those chords. So as we go through the intro, for some people to go F, do, 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 A minor, and then G minor, and then B flat, and C. So we would need some people just to do a single strum on each one of those chords rather than playing the strumming pattern. So if you would like to be one of those people, please feel free to do that. If you would like to experiment with the strumming pattern, I encourage you. It's a lot of fun, and this is like a kind of a study in all the different kinds of strum patterns that you might try. So if we look again at this first part here, which is played on our F chord, we have seen this before. It's down, down, up, down, down, up, right? Down, down, up, down, down, up. Down, down, up, down, down, up. Yeah. And The second part is almost like the second half of the strum we've kind of set up as our standard strum for the song. A little bit different in that it's up, down, down, up, right? So up, down, up. I'm kind of up, down, up, down, yeah, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up. It's a little bit harder to play without the first part on there, but let's try the whole thing together, and let's slow it down, and we'll do this whole 2-measure strum pattern all together, okay? So let me just demonstrate it for you first. It's down, down, up, down, up, up, down. I'm sorry. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Right? Down, up, down, up, down, up. And if we play that on an F chord, it sounds like this. Sorry. Is what that second part sounds like. Let's do that together. And I know this is not beginner level stuff, so please give it a try if you'd like. All right, so here we go. Slowed way down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. Down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's try that again on an F chord. So here we go. Again, slow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, up. And I do that little, the up chuck in a couple of spots there. Down, up, down, up. So that's the first strumming pattern. And again, if you haven't played these a lot, you may not nail this evening. But I'd encourage you to go back, for example, to my demo video. And if you don't know, you can, if you're on your desktop PC, you can slow down the video. So you can slow it down to 75% of the speed I'm playing it, or 50%. And you can practice these strums, and they're really good exercises to kind of get used to these silent up strums and silent down strums. So let's take a look at the next one. It's like so, and this is played on an A minor, but I'm just going to mute the strings. Down, up, down, up, down, up. That's the first part. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Easier than the first one, I think. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's do that together real slow. Down, up, down, up, down, up. 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 Notice my hand never stops moving. What changes is the fact on that one down strum, I'm not touching the strings. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? And the last part of this is kind of the second half of our strum that we did throughout the song, right? This is the same strumming pattern we've seen before, the up, down, up, down, up, down. Again, up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's play that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So here we go. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. So let's put these two parts together, and it sounds like so. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I know that's a lot to swallow. But let's try it again. We'll slow it down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Make sense? Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's play that on an A minor chord. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's good practice, yes? All right. Let's move to the next one, which is on a G minor chord. And this is the easiest one of all of them, right? Because it's down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. There's no silent down strums. There's no, kind of weird rests that are in there. It's just down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just nailing away on the ukulele. So let's play that one on using a G minor chord, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. Yeah. And then the last one, we have a B flat and a C. C. So the B flat part is down, up, down, down, up. It's kind of a nice, interesting syncopation there. So let me play that again. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, down, up. That's really good practice. Man, if you just practice that one measure, that is a really, really good exercise for practicing that kind of syncopation of the up, down, and alternating a silent down and up strum. So let me play that again for you. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, down, up. Interesting. Down, up, down, down, up. Let's play that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, down, up. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, down, up. And then the last part is, on the C, is down, down, down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. So let's play that. Well, let's play that last part together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, rest, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, down. All right? Let's put these two pieces together into one consistent strum. So here we go. And we'll take it at a really slow tempo. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up. I kind of screwed myself up. Let's go. Here we try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. Let's try it again. I went a little fast, so let me slow us down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. So let's play the chords in there. It sounds like this. So it's 1, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, da, dum, da, dum. Let's do that together. Sometimes it's easier when you hear the chords themselves. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, up. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. Okay? Let's try to do all 4 of these together. And we'll do it real slow, okay? Lyda, could you switch us from one to the next? And again, if you simply want to do one strum on the chord, perfectly fine. In fact, if we were in a group together, I would ask a bunch of people just to do exactly that. Okay, so here we go. Let's try this strumming pattern, okay? So really slow. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Yeah, you get that last part? Yeah, let's try it again from the top. And we actually go through this twice as part of the intro of the song. So let's do it again. Again, we'll slow it down quite a bit. So here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. No problem. Yeah. It goes through the whole thing. Yeah. So let's try that. And we're going to go through the whole strum pattern 2 times for the intro. Just keep going till the little stop appears. Okay? Thank you, sweetheart. So here we go. And we'll do it really slow. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Oh, was there not a... Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't put it to go through. Yeah. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's just the first 4. All right, so here we go. Let's try it again. Please let me know if I'm going through this. I know it's a lot, and I'm kind of throwing some complicated things out here. But again, I think these are really good exercise. So I'm hearing some feedback to slow down. So let me do that. Let's slow down. Let's take it like really super slow. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and down, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. I always confuse myself talking through that. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's do this one slide one more time, just so I can convince myself I know what I'm doing. So here we go. Again, real slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. Let's try it one more time, and then we'll move on. Okay? All right. So here we go. Here we go. Again, really super slow. Because Lyda's telling me there are some comments to slow it down a bit. So here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Yeah. What? Lyda's laughing at me. I did get that last one correct. One more time. All right, again, and I hope it's helpful to kind of slow it down. That way you can maybe look at this afterwards and even slow it down further on the video. So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. All right. There endeth the lesson on the strumming. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was fun. It's really, I am really interested in strum patterns and representing them in different ways. So if you have any feedback on this presentation of the strum patterns, again, there's 8 different strum patterns in these 8 measures. And they're really kind of, they make this song. And so I thought it was fun to teach them, and also it's a really great way to get used to this kind of notion of the alternating up and down and the fingers making contact with the string and not making contact with the string. So let me put this down.
There's a question based on the picking.
Okay. Oh, there was a question on the picking? Yes? What was the question?
So even if the A string isn't touched on the C chord, does it make sense to keep pressing down on the C?
So the question was... because I kind of bragged about how when you're playing the C in that picking pattern, that you didn't have to use your fingers. And the question is, does it make any sense to continue even though you're not touching that string? And the reality is, I do. I do play a regular C chord even though I'm not touching that string, just because that's the force of habit. If I see a C on a sheet of music, or if I'm thinking, oh, I got to play a C chord, my finger just sort of goes there automatically. So it's probably a good idea actually to put your finger there, just so that you're accustomed to putting your fingers in the right place. I might even say that it makes sense to play a full-blown B flat, to put your fingers in a full-blown B flat shape, even though you're only playing these 3 strings, just to get the practice of doing that, even though technically you don't have to. Hopefully that answers the question. I think it's a good idea too, for practice purposes, but if you're concentrating your attention on your picking fingers, it's okay to let it go in order to focus your attention, because really what we're practicing in that exercise is the utilization of these 3 fingers. So I hope that answers your question. I do have some things here on the instrumental tab. We won't spend a lot of time on this, just because I see that we're getting short of time. I always bring way more material than I know I have time for, but everything is in the handout. All of this information is in the handout, and this presentation itself will be posted online as a PDF tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon. I'll get it up there on the site. If you go to austinukulelesociety.com and go to the music library page, you'll be able to access a copy of this presentation. So even if we don't get a chance to cover every little thing, I make all the materials available, so they're all there. I did want to point out a couple of things on these pages, and it's kind of in 3 levels, each one of these pages of the interlude. So the interlude is this instrumental part. In the original song, there's a synthesizer that is playing this melody. And I put it here in 3 different layers. So there are chords for those who want to strum those chords. There is a high picking part, which is way up here, up on the neck. And then there is down there, a low picking part, which is an octave below the high part. So for example, and basically as you read across the pages, you would just stay in whatever lane, just stay in your lane. If you're doing the chords, just stay in that chord lane. If you're playing the high notes, you would play there. And these tabs, by the way, work exactly the same as what I described earlier. So that, for example, that first note that you see here, that is the 13th fret of the A string. And then the 10th fret. Like so is what it sounds like. So you would just stay in your lane. So if you were strumming, again, just read across the chords as you go. But just to show you what this sounds like would you change the slide, sweetheart? So, and I'm going to play the lower part. Change. And then again, I don't have time to go into that in detail, unfortunately, but again, all of this material is here in the presentation and in the handout. I'll just point out to play this at the upper side. What I will do is I will make that B flat shape up here on the 8th fret. For those who are interested in playing this, I'll just talk about it real briefly. So what I'm doing is, and then I slide up to the 12th fret, and then sorry. And you can hear that pattern, that little melody, and I'll sing it as we're going through the song together. But again, it's the synthesizer part, and one of the bobs is playing it down here. And the other one is playing it up high. Like that. And there's just something about that. I don't know what it is, and probably somebody much smarter than me in physics can explain it, but I find that sometimes just playing the high part, it can sound a little thin, but somehow playing the same exact notes, just an octave lower, somehow boosts the sound of that upper octave part. I'm not sure exactly. I'm sure it has something to do with sympathetic vibration and resonance and things like that, but playing the same notes way up here sometimes sounds thin, but when you play the same notes down an octave lower, it kind of makes them sound louder. It's a nice effect. Something that's also in the handout that we won't have time to go over this evening is the little picking part that happens in the chorus. The "Oh Yoshimi, they don't believe me, but you won't let those robots defeat me." Those little chimes that are in there, those are actually in the original song, and I just there's one set of them. If you listen to it very carefully, it's on either a xylophone or probably a glockenspiel, really high, ding ding ding, and then way down low, and I've included in the handout playing it an octave lower, the way down low, there's a synthesizer that's doing "Oh Yoshimi, wah wah wah." So that's what that's intended to kind of duplicate those sounds. And the chords, or rather the tabs for those, are included in the handout. So right now, before it gets any later, let's jump all the way to the beginning and let's play the song together. Okay? All right. And we'll do this on the slow song. There's no need to rush. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let me start out on an F. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Again. Our regular strum, her name is Yoshimi. She's a black belt in karate, hey, hey. Working for the city. She has to discipline her body, 'cause she knows that It's demanding to defeat those evil machines. I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me. But you won't let those robots eat me, Yoshimi. They don't believe me. But you won't let those robots defeat me. Those evil-natured robots, they're programmed to destroy us. She's gotta be strong to fight them. So she's taking lots of vitamins, 'cause she knows that it'd be tragic if those evil robots win. I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me. But you won't let those robots defeat me, Yoshimi. They don't believe me. But you won't let those robots eat me, Yoshimi. La da doo 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 doo. Hey, hey. Cause she knows that it'd be tragic if those evil robots win. I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me. But you won't let those robots eat me, Yoshimi. They don't believe me. But you won't let those robots defeat me, Yoshimi. And 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls. Yes, very good. Nicely done. Yes. Round of applause for making your way through all of that. So let me ask you, would you all like to go through it again? I know we're a little bit past our time, but it's only like about a 3-minute song, so let me know if we should go through it again. I would certainly like to. I'm up for it, so put a note in the comments if you'd like to go through it again. While you're doing that, and while time is catching up, let me just please also again put in a plug that if you would like to participate in our collaborative group video for this song, please do send a note, and I'll put up the email address shortly, to austinukes@gmail.com. Just send us a note and tell us you're interested. Again, you do not have to play the complicated strums. You can do just a simple strum per chord. In fact, I haven't really said this to folks, but if you would simply like to sing the song and not play at all, I think it would be awesome to have people, there are people who come to our live in-person meetings and they don't play the ukulele. They just want to come and sing because they want to sing with a large group of folks. So even if you just wanted to sing, even if you just wanted to play one strum per chord, please do consider making a contribution and joining in on our virtual group video. So is there a consensus? An overwhelming consensus to play the song again. Well, as the Romans would say, vox populi, vox Dei. The voice of the people is the voice of God, so we will play the song again. Here we go. And we'll do it at that same tempo. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and... G minor. Again. Here we go. Her name is Yoshimi. She's a black belt in karate. Hey, hey. Working for the city. She has to discipline her body, 'cause she knows that it's demanding to defeat those evil machines. I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me, but you won't let those robots eat me, Yoshimi. They don't believe me, but you won't let those robots defeat me. Those evil-natured robots, they're programmed to destroy us. She's gotta be strong to fight them, so she's taking lots of vitamins, 'cause she knows that it'd be tragic if those evil robots win. I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me, but you won't let those robots defeat me, Yoshimi. They don't believe me, but you won't let those robots eat me, Yoshimi. Cause she knows that it'd be tragic if those evil robots win. I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me, but you won't let those robots eat me, Yoshimi. They don't believe me, but you won't let those robots defeat me, Yoshimi. 1, 2, 3, 4, and strolled. Yes, very good. Nicely done. I need a round of applause. Yes, please salute and applause yourself. Really nicely done. I wish we could all be together to play this. I think this would be an awesome, fun song to play together. And once again, we have come to the end of another meeting. Let me cue up our grand finale song, which as always, and has been for going on 10 years now, Willie Nelson's On the Road Again. But before we get to that, you know, I always feel like just about this time is when I'm finally just getting warmed up. I mean, my voice is warmed up. I finally got all the chords and the strums straight, and I'm ready to go. But it's time to bring the evening to an end. Before we do, let me extend a huge thanks to Jen Richardson for managing the live chat during these events. It makes such a huge difference in making these events seem more real, more live, more interactive. So thank you so much to Jen for doing that. And please, a round of applause just in general for all the many things that Jen does for us behind the scenes, managing the mailing list and handling communication and arranging for all of the things that we're able to do, like the Kick Butt concert and the Little Rev workshop. So again, thank you, Jen, and please in the chat, offer your thanks to Jen. Do check out Little Rev's workshop and concert. It will remain up on our YouTube channel for another day or so, another 36 hours. After that point, after Saturday morning, it won't be available online, nor will the handout, so do check it out. Keep an eye out for our upcoming meeting on Thursday, November 12th, which will be our holiday song to be announced in the next couple of weeks. We hope to also have our 10th anniversary, it's not this one, this is an older edition, but our 10th anniversary Austin Ukulele Society t-shirt. We hope to have that ready and available. Please consider submitting a photo of yourself to this email address, austinukes@gmail.com. Take a picture of yourself, take a selfie, or if you're with a group of people, get a photo of yourselves and send it to this email address right here. Consider participating in our group video for Yoshimi. It would be a fun song if we had a whole bunch of people playing together. If you're in costume, that would be even more fun, if that's possible. Again, I mentioned earlier, a lot of people do get up in costume for our Halloween meeting. So if you're in costume when you do that, it is not by any means a requirement. But if you are interested, please do send an email to this address, and you will get an email back about midweek next week with instructions on how to proceed with creating your own little video. And by the way, as a side note, you don't have to play the entire song. If you'd rather just do a verse or just do a chorus, there'll be instructions on how to do that as well. So don't feel like you have to even go through the whole song and record yourself. Just do a part of it. That would be awesome. So please do consider that. Subscribe and like this video if you have in fact liked it. I hope you have. If you're not a subscriber, please do describe. Say hello in the chat to our friend Chico, who has been such a good boy during this entire meeting. Old Chico, he has not moved a muscle back there, so there he is. Please say hello to him in the live chat if you would like. And thank you all for being a part of this. I'm so glad we're able to do this. I wish we could be together. I miss so much us being able to gather together and make music together. But this will have to do until then. So as I always say, or often say at our meetings, I love playing ukulele. I truly do love playing it. And I love it more when I get to play it with people like you who love it too. So thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate it. You make it all worthwhile. So thanks, and I hope we'll see you on November 12th. So let's jump over to our closing song. Before we head out on the road again, we always play On the Road Again. And we play this in the key of C. So Light, if you would please take charge. Much like our opening song, we just strum on C, and when I have a sense that we're all together, I'll count us in. So about like so, kind of a country western tempo strum pattern, something like this. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends, that's true. And I can't wait to get on the road again. on the road again. On the road again, like a band of gypsies we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. And I can't wait to get on the road again. And I can't wait to get on the road again. Thank you so much. Please stay tuned for the group video of last month's song, Can't Fight This Feeling, produced by our good friend Marty Porter. Thank you so much, Marty. Please stay tuned for that video, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Good night.
fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. And if I have to crawl upon the floor, come crashing through the door, maybe I can't fight this feeling anymore.
Her name is Yoshimi. She's a black belt in karate. Hey, hey. Ooh, working for the city. She has to discipline her body, 'cause she knows that it's demanding to defeat those evil machines, evil robots. I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me, but you won't let those robots eat me, Yoshimi. They don't believe me, but you won't let those robots defeat me. Those evil-natured robots,
Destroy all ukuleles.
they're programmed to destroy us. She's gotta be strong to fight them. So she's taking lots of vitamins, 'cause she knows that it'd be tragic if those evil robots win. Evil robots, I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me, but you won't let those robots defeat me, Yoshimi. They don't believe me, but you won't let those robots eat me, Yoshimi. Hey, hey. Cause she knows that it'd be tragic if those evil robots win. Evil robots, I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me, but you won't let those robots eat me, Yoshimi. They don't believe me, but you won't let those robots defeat me, Yoshimi. so sweet. They're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses at the bottom. I'll be glad I got 'em.
Ain't she sweet? See her walking down the street. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? Ain't she nice? Look her over once or twice. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she nice? Just cast your eye in her direction. Oh me, oh my, make that perfection. I repeat, don't you think that's kind of neat? Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? Ain't she sweet? When whippoorwills call and evening is nigh, I hurry to find you. A turn to the right, a little white light will lead you to heaven. You'll see a smiling face, a fireplace, a cozy room, a little nest that's nestled where the roses bloom. Just Molly and me, and baby makes three. We're happy in my blue, my blue, I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write the words so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses at the bottom. I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better. And close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came. Make believe it came. I'm gonna make believe it came from you.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were older, then we wouldn't have to wait so long? And wouldn't it be nice to live together in the kind of world where we belong?
it be nice if